Hello everyone and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth, where, Von Karma isn't with us. I thought she was our new sidekick, but no, she's just coming with us to go, I guess, interrogate the flight attendant. Oh, what did I didn't mean. Alright, that's fine. That's where we wanted to go anyway. March 12th, 2:23 p.m., flight I-390, first floor, flight attendant's room. Okay. So you're the one that poked inside this plane without the captain's permission. Deviating from the flight attendant's manual is very unbecoming, you know. What were you hoping to accomplish by doing that? Miss Nero. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth, you're here too. Can you please help us shed some light on why you did what you did? Alright. Alright, captain's permission. Yeah, I'm curious about this. Why did you lie about receiving the captain's permission like that? Because I didn't think I would be able to get his permission. What do you mean? The captain, he only has ears for Cammy. I spoke with the captain a little earlier myself. He definitely seems to be rather taken with Miss Meal. Yes, and on top of that, I had mistakenly accused Mr. Edgeworth of being the killer. I wanted to make amends. In that case, please allow me to thank you for what you did. Thanks to you, I was able to clear myself of all charges. Really? You were able to prove your innocence? Oh, thank goodness. Miss Nero, is it? There's one more thing I'd like to ask you. You were in the in-flight shop just before the turbulence, weren't you? Please answer honestly. Yes, I was. And why were you there? Well, why the sudden hesitation? Francisca seems to have struck a nerve. Alright. All I did was check up on the shop like I always do. You're saying it was for work then? Yes, I'm in charge of the shop, so I have to keep an eye on it. I don't have any reason to go there otherwise. After your visit at the shop, you paid a visit to this room, correct? Yes, I came back to freshen up and just adjust my makeup. I'm sorry, but there isn't much else to tell. Miss Nero claims to have no reason other than duty to go to the shop. But is that all there is to it? Maybe I should ask her about that thing. It's about the... No, not that. It's the... Oh, the suitcases she made. If you could please take a look at this for me, Miss Nero. Oh, that suitcase. Yes, about the suitcase. You were the one who designed it, correct? And I think I figured something else out about it. This suitcase is the reason you went to the shop, isn't it? There's nothing you won't find out eventually, is there? Won't you please tell me more about this suitcase? Yes, I was interested in seeing how the suitcases I had designed were selling. I know that as a service professional I'm not supposed to care, but I really wanted to know. And I was glad to see that it was the last one there. The last one there? Ooh, alright. So she went there and noticed that it was gone? So that wasn't there when she went in. So she assumed it had sold. Now, she's either like playing the long con, or this kind of like clears her to some level. So you're saying, Miss Nero, that the suitcase in question was the last one? Yes, they're just so popular, they're practically flying off the shelves. Not exactly the impression I got. The one in the shop is most definitely the last one. Well, we're currently looking at that suitcase. Oh, really? Then I guess we're sold out. Sold all of them. Thank you very much for taking the last one. I didn't say anything about buying it. Then say you'll buy it. I'm sorry, I can't. But why? I think it'd go great with your complexion, Mr. Edgeworth. It really suits you. Oh, no. Oh, Edgeworth. Be tactful, my man. I guarantee it personally as a service professional. Well, that is, I should put it, it's, oh. I don't know what I expected. Hit him. Hit him. How should I put this? It's hideous. What? Maybe that was a bit too direct. You think? I would have gone with, because Gumshoe offered to buy the last one. Right? That seems like the correct answer. Gumshoe offered to buy it. Moving on, my issue with the suitcase isn't the design, it's the number of them remaining. Remaining? There were 2 suitcases in the in-flight shop when I investigated it. 2? But that's impossible. I'm sure there was only 1. Looks like her story has generated quite the contradiction. When I left the shop, I'm positive there was only 1 suitcase left. Something is amiss here. What could be the meaning of this inconsistency? By the way, Miss Teniro, what is one of those suitcases doing here? Ooh. That's... Thought you said there was only 1 left. That one is, It's mine, yeah, I've used it for a very long time now. She's used it for a long time. I think not. Oh, I see this. Yeah, the sticker's still on it. Or the tag. Mysterio, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't lie to me. Excuse me? I don't believe for even 1 second that you've used this for a very long time. What proves that this hasn't been used for nearly as long as Mr. Teniro says? Right? Tell me, Miss Teniro, is it also your habit to keep the price tag pristine on your suitcase? Ah! What is the meaning of this? Why would you lie about a suitcase? Despite having faith in her design sense, the sales numbers made her cry bitter tears. The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. Miss Teniro, I think I understand. I know what you are trying to hide. Now then, this suitcase was originally in... It would have been the in-flight shop. Seeing as how the price tag is still on the suitcase, one can only assume it was on the floor for sale in the shop. And the person who bought the suitcase was... you. It was you, wasn't it, Miss Teniro? I hate to say this, but this suitcase that you designed, it hasn't sold very well, has it? You saw how poorly this design that you poured your heart into is selling, and were deeply hurt. That's why you wanted to make it look like it was selling by buying it yourself. Isn't that right? Then the reason you went to the shop and came back here was... I'm sorry. All I really have is my job. I was overjoyed when my design was chosen. This is so sad. Like, I genuinely feel bad for her. I thought that maybe I had finally accomplished something. But the suitcases didn't sell. It's because of the design, isn't it? All because it's, as you put it, hideous. Edgeworth! Can't say they chose a great place in which to sell them either. Right? Like, they're not good. But, you know, if you marketed them right, you could probably sell it. You could sell anything. Marketing is like 90% of what you need. We weren't selling a single one, and they were just sitting there collecting dust. I felt so bad seeing them there, day in and day out. So I decided to buy one for every flight I worked. That's gotta get so expensive. You buy one every single time you work a flight? I see, so in order to keep your resolution, you went and bought one today as well. Yes, and here's my receipt for that purchase. This receipt is clearly time-stamped 5:40 a.m. Ooh. Suitcase receipt, data jotted down in my organizer. The truth is, there's still a bunch of them left unsold. They're planning to scrap the remaining ones at the end of this flight. Miss Teniro, where are these other suitcases? They should all be down in the cargo hold. Then the suitcase the killer used could very well have come from the cargo hold. Mr. Edgeworth, you don't think the killer used one of my suitcases too? Yes, I do. The killer used one of your beloved suitcases to move the victim's body. Ah, how could they? This is so horrible. Those suitcases were meant to be faithful partners to our passengers on their trips. That's all I ever wished for them to be. Miss Tenero, is there any other way to get to the cargo hold other than the elevator? The only other way is just through that door there. And what about security? That door has no special lock installed because just to enter this room, you need a special key card that only crew members have access to. Which means that the culprit is someone who can enter this room. Is it Cammy? It's pointing that way, but something feels off. Eliminating the passengers and leaving only crew members as potential suspects. I can't believe it. Wait, what? Yes, Francisca. Going on these wild goose chases, you're a disgrace to the Von Karma name. And what do you mean by that? The suitcase came from the cargo hold. That fact alone tells the whole story. Yes, which is why I said the culprit must be a crew member who used their keycard. Miles Edgeworth, you're proposing that the killer rode the elevator from the cargo hold, correct? Wait. Yes, that's the only realistic possibility. That other attendant, Miss Meal? I asked her earlier and she had this to say. Francisca got information out of Miss Meal. In order to make the elevator go down to the cargo hold, a different keycard is required. A different one? Wait, what? Yes, and only one person who holds that particular card is you, Miss Rhoda Tenero, and only you. Ah! What? Is this true, Miss Tenero? Yes, I keep that key card in my locker at all times. Could you please show us that card right now? Yes, hold on. It's gone. I don't believe it. Who could have foreseen this wild turn of events? What's wrong? The key card, it's gone. Very clever. Pretending that your card was stolen when in fact you're just trying to hide it from us. You really thought this through. Well, wait, it's not like that. You can tell us all about what it's like down at the station. Officer, arrest this woman. Yes, ma'am. Wait. Mr. Edgeworth. Wait, what? Come on. She helped you, you dingus. What's wrong? There's disbelief written all over your face. Because we got the wrong person. Francisca, I know that you're the lead investigator on this case. However, hold it. Don't even think about wasting any more of my time. You know the rules as well as I do. Evidence speaks louder than words. Even if this isn't a courtroom, the basic tenet still applies. I intend to investigate the cargo hold now. What will you do, Miles Edgeworth? I intend to do likewise. To be continued! We still got time. We got plenty of time. We're gonna keep going. Yeah, I'll save the game. Lower deck cargo hold. Wow, so this is the cargo hold, huh? Just like runs off. It's so big. Wait, there's a bunch of those suitcases down there. All right, so those were going to be destroyed. This plane is a special model. It has both a super large cargo hold and an ultra luxurious first class seating. And an elevator. Is that a thing? I haven't, I think the first batch of episodes, like the first 4 just went up. So no, I haven't been able to find out if this is a thing from anyone yet. Elevator on a plane. I've never seen it before. That seems weird. I think? Or maybe like a cargo plane. I don't know. Guys, I don't know planes. I'm very sorry. So this is the real scene of the murder. There's certainly a high probability of that, which is why we are here, correct? Man, this like kind of points things back at LeBlanc. Because I could see them squabbling. I don't, it just feels a little too easy to blame him. Okay, let's get investigating, sir. What do you say? Have you noticed anything strange happening around here? No, sir, I haven't noticed a thing. I'm not sure that he meant to sound so oblivious. You arrived at the scene of the crime before Detective Gumshoe, correct? And you then immediately began to direct the investigation? It seems to me that you were already here at this airport for something besides this murder. Ooh. Yes, I was. What? Why at this airport? I've been following a very large and involved governmental level international crime. But it's much too large for one person to take on alone. So it was decided that I should form a joint investigation with Interpol. Francisca came to this airport as an Interpol liaison. Okay, so alright, so that kind of clears up. I was like, she can't do something evil and be out of the rest of this game. That would suck. Interpol is involved? It's a top secret operation, so I really can't tell you any more than I already have. Can I present anything? No. Yeah, there's something much more urgent we should be dealing with right now. Don't waste my time, or yours. Prosecutor badge. Alright, I want to do this one just because it's funny. Oh. Fine. You know anything about... That's the victim. It's infuriating to see him crumpled on the floor like that, lifeless. I will catch the one who did this to him myself, I swear it. Francisca is really worked up over the victim. Why, though? Okay. Something, alright. What do you think about this piggy bank, Francisca? What do I think? What else is there to think about but that it's the murder weapon? I meant, what do you think about the Mr. iFly itself? It's a crude rendition of a genus of primate commonly referred to as Loris. Loris? Loris comes from the Dutch word for simpleton, which is extremely fitting because, oh my god, that's exactly why Mr. iFly represents the guilty simpleton I'm going to arrest. I don't suppose she's capable of giving a more normal answer. No. Anything else? Yep, okay. What do we get out of this? No, okay. I guess let's look around. Saving the suitcase. The other suitcases for last, of course. Hey, what's up with the suitcase, pal? Here's what the victim checked in, sir. So this suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he'd mind if I took a closer look. Yeah, there's nothing out of the ordinary in here, sir. Wait, a file? And there's a photo of Miss Von Karma in it, sir. Wait, what? Oh! Looks like a profile on Francisca. Whoa. Why did Mr. Hicks have documents on Francisca in his possession? So he was either an Interpol agent... Oh! Was he an Interpol agent trying to catch LeBlanc? Ooh. Maybe? I don't know. I'm still not, Cammy Neal is still, I don't know, kind of #1 suspect. Looks like a profile on Francisca. Logicked! Why would Mr. Hicks have had a file on her? Can I look at that? Or that's not actual evidence. No, it's just logic. All sorts of boxes are piled up here. This one says flammable, and this one, it says pharmaceuticals. This one says for exorcism use only? I need to know what's in that box. Because what kind of operation is this airline running? I mean, of course, your standard, like, crosses, holy water. I don't know what else. What else would you bring? I was like, silver bullet. No, that's werewolves. Garlic and steaks, vampires. What else would you bring? I feel like those are your two main tools for an exorcism. Alright, let's, I guess, well, hold on. What are these? Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew. This sure brings back memories of when I worked as a part-time mover, sir. By the look in his eyes, he's waiting for me to ask about the rest of the story. But no matter how he pours on the puppy eyes, I have no intention of doing so. Let's take a look at these. Holy suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth. It's like an all-you-can-use suitcase fair. These must be all the leftover ones they couldn't sell. The ones the company is planning to dispose of after this flight is over. I'm curious how many, because it seems like there's only room for those two. So, if she buys one every flight, doesn't seem so bad. Although I guess the flights that she's not on, they sell 0. Now, alright. In defense of those suitcases, if you bought one, you would probably never have issues finding your luggage. Like, you could spot that the second it comes down that carousel. The paint job is really cool, don't you think? It practically screams artsy. See? Edgeworth, you could have pawned one off on Gumshoe and not seemed like a jerk. Oh, why not purchase one then? I'm sure it will bring you much happiness. You think so? Then maybe I will. Let's see here. $1,200? Yeah, those are... I haven't had to buy luggage in a long time. That seems expensive. I think I'll pass. Mr. Nero wonders why they don't sell. You need 2 jobs to buy one. Definitely looks like one is missing. What is this brittle substance I'm stepping on? It's a bunch of glass fragments. Logicked! Okay. Do you have anything else to say? No. You try logicking something? Oh! That's what it was. I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses, and the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses. Exactly what I was thinking. I'm sure that the shards would match up perfectly with the remnants of his glasses lenses. Ergo, the victim was here, just as I suspected. So you're saying that the real scene of the crime was here, sir. He went down the elevator. Okay, I think I got this now. He went down the elevator to check on, like, I don't know, stolen art or something. And then LeBlanc killed him, put him in one of those suitcases. That would okay, so there's one missing here and there was an extra one upstairs. Yeah, that kind of clears things up. It feels a little easy. There's something else there. Isn't that what I've been saying for a while now? Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Perhaps it's a bit early to draw that conclusion. However, I believe that the probability has just skyrocketed considerably. All that's left is to find the murder weapon. Oh! There we go. Now, why would Mr. Hicks have documents profiling Franziska? Oh, I know. I bet he's a big fan of Miss Von Karma, sir. No. Franziska said that she had come to this airport as part of an Interpol investigation. Oh, maybe Mr. Hicks had heard she was coming here and he followed her. Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was, in actuality, Interpol agent Hicks. I think Franziska has some explaining to do. Alright, we'll do that explaining in the next episode. I think I have the nuts and bolts of it. But there are still some details. I don't know. Cammy Meal does not seem clean. I'm gonna... Alright, whatever. I think that she's involved in this. Let's go with that. I don't know. I can't wait to find out how this ends. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.